Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Harmony One, whose current price stands at the $0.02074 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 3.18%. And in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, also the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. From the all-time high, Harmony One has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, having the ABC correction taking us to around the $0.016 mark. And having done that, I believe Harmony One has done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction, and soon we might see this pump to the upper side, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. And to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, I'll be using the 4-hour chart. Here on the 4-hour chart, you can see that the price, once we touch the $0.16 mark, we started trading within this channel, and at some point up here we broke out of that channel to the upper side. We even broke above that key area of resistance. We then made a high at around the $0.025 mark, and then started seeing a bit of a retracement. And this yellow target that I have up here, I placed it using the Fibonacci's. So if I apply the Fibs here once more, that yellow target lies between the Fib level 0.382 and the Fib level 0.618, and that is the minimum that I expected the retracement of this wave that was coming down impulsively to do. And that happened by going into that yellow target and then started seeing another retracement to the lower side. And in this current retracement to the lower side, it also has a minimum that we expect it to do using the Fibonacci's. So if I apply the Fibs here, the minimum that wave to the lower side could do is the Fib level 0.618, and you can see that in that move to the lower side that has happened, and the Fib level 0.618 also perfectly coincides with the key area of support. So the moment we touch that key area of support at around the $0.19 mark, which also lies on the Fib level 0.618, we started seeing that bounce to the upper side, and that move to the upper side brings me to the first scenario that I expect to play out on this chart. It's possible that we have found support down here, and we have the support we need to continue pushing the price of Harmony One to the upper side. And once that happens, we might get back to this key area of resistance at around the $0.022 mark. And once we break above it and then have a successful retest, it's possible that we continue pushing the price of Harmony One to the upper side. And once we break above this high that we made yesterday, the previous day, then that would mean it's possible that we continue unlocking even higher prices and get to around the $0.03 mark, where we'll be facing our next key area of resistance. And if I also apply the trend-based Fibonacci's to try and get a target area for that movement to the upper side, so the trend base from this low that we made down here to that high, then drag the Fibonacci's to that low, you can see we get a target area perfectly at around the $0.029 mark, where we have our next key area of resistance. So it's possible that once we break above this key areas of resistance down here, we are getting to around the $0.03 mark in the short-term bullish movement to the upper side. So there, in my first key scenario, I expect the price of Harmony One to continue pushing to the upper side, and that movement could be taking us to around the $0.03 mark. And for that to happen, I also expect to see higher prices on the Bitcoin chart, and also an increase in volume on the Harmony One chart. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. The other key scenario is to the downside. and it's possible that once we try to get above this key area of resistance, we get rejected, and once we face that rejection, it's possible that we break to the lower side to this key area of support that we have down here at around the $0.19 mark, and at that key area of support we might lose it, and if that happens, then that could take us to around the $0.17 mark or the $0.16 mark. So those are the key scenarios that I expect to play out on the Harmony 1 chart. And if I also take a look at the indicators, on the indicators you can see that here on the RSI we are trading at around the 52 mark, and that would mean we have room here on the RSI to continue pushing to the upper side if we continue breaking above those key areas of resistance. And it's still possible that the move to the lower side here on the RSI is still supported. So if any of the movement plays out, it's supported here on the RSI. On the MACD, on the 4-hour MACD, we printed a bullish cross, and we are also seeing an increase in volume here on the MACD, and that would mean maybe the movement to the upper side might be the most likely possible scenario to play out. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated on any movements on this chart.